Liam, I'll stick with you because I want to talk about one of your former clubs, Juventus. 2-0 down to Atletico Madrid in the first leg, and Cristiano Ronaldo made the difference in the second leg. As a footballer, what he has done and what he continues to do is amazing. Domestically, Juventus aren't really challenged. They've won the last 7 titles in Italy, I think it is. They look well on their way to winning the title again. They're ahead 75 points. They're topping the table. Next best is Napoli on 57 points. So it looks like another Serie A title is going their way. The difference is, of course, that they haven't been able to go the distance in Europe. They've lost, I think, 2 finals in the last 4 or 5 years. So when they paid what they paid for Ronaldo in the summer, there were some eyebrows raised because of the age that he is. But this is why they bought him, surely, is to try and get the team to take that next step in Europe and to be able to add a Champions League trophy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they are hoping that even though he is of a certain age and he's getting on a bit, he still has the magic to do it. And I think he showed the other night that he still has. The 2-headed goals he got were fantastic. As good as goals as that he's ever got. But Juventus will have done their sums as well, Andrew. And having a player like Ronaldo, I'm sure, brings lots of commercial bonuses that they wouldn't have got otherwise. But that was a wonderful result, and it wasn't only down to Ronaldo. I saw the match. They pressed Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, they gave Atletico Madrid what Atletico Madrid are good at. They pressurised them. They stopped them from playing out from the back. Didn't give them any time on the ball, and they were all over them. And they deservedly went through, and it was a wonderful result because Atletico Madrid are a top team, and it certainly throws Juventus in the mix to win this Champions League.
John, were you a little bit disappointed with Atletico Madrid because they're usually such a rock-solid team defensively? We can come back to Ronaldo in a minute if you want, but just from a defensive point of view, that's always been a strength of Diego Simeone's teams, the ability to shut out the opposition and to make life difficult for them. There was obviously some real quality in what Juventus and what Ronaldo did, but to go and ship 3 goals in the second leg the way they did, having taken such an advantage from the first leg, I'm guessing they'll be very disappointed about what happened.
Well, there would be, Andrew, but it was the Ronaldo factor. You don't get playing against Ronaldo every week, and it was the headers, and it was him that changed it for them. There's no doubt about it. And even the penalty he made look easy under pressure. So Atletico Madrid don't play against Ronaldo every week. If they played, if say for example Ronaldo wasn't playing for Juventus, he was injured, then the defence might have held out as they normally do. But when you're playing against Ronaldo in that form, particularly from his headers, he didn't get free headers. He had to get above people to do it. So he was the big factor, as Liam said, in Juventus doing what they did. And fair play to Ronaldo. He did it when he really needed to do it. I mean, you get some players who score a hat-trick when they're winning 6-0. But this wasn't the case. This was a match they had to win from 2 down. And he was the major reason for them doing what they did.
He is an amazing player in the air, isn't he, John? Because people think about the free kicks and they think about the pace and they think about the rockets into the top corner. But when you look throughout his career, he has been consistently one of the best headers of the ball that I can remember anyway. And maybe he's not traditionally like the kind of player people think is good in the air, and Niall Quinn or an Alan Smith or even someone like Shearer. But the range and the quality of his headed goals is something else.
Yeah, don't forget, he's such a big fella. He's about 6'2", Ronaldo. And he's great. It's funny, there's some players in the game, I've come across them, that, on normal play on the ground, they wouldn't be the bravest in the world. Now, I'm not saying he's cowardly at all, Ronaldo, but he doesn't get steam into tackles. And I've met players, the ball in the air, they come particularly brave. And Ronaldo's like that. I mean, the 2 headers he got the other night, especially the first one, he could easily have banged his head against the back of the defender's head. But over the years, like headers coming in, you have to be brave to do what he does. And he does it extremely well. I mean, he gets up a great height. He's a big fella. He's a terrific header of the ball, which is an extra to his general play. Normally, players are gifted; they can score goals on the ground and don't not so good in the air. But he has that, and in the air, he's exceptionally good, as you say, Andrew. But he came good the other night. The two headers that he got, particularly the first one, was a really brave one to go and do what he did, and he has done that over the years. So, good luck to him. He's been a good signing for Juventus, there's no doubt about that. I mean, they do win the league anyway, but he's given them now the extra presence and ability to maybe win this particular competition. So it's been a terrific signing, and he's kept himself fit, he's kept himself well, and on a match where they needed to do it, he did it.
Sure did. Liam, his great rival, I suppose, in Spain, it's not quite a case of anything you can do, I can do better, but, Messi's performance against Lyon, it's not quite on the same level. It didn't have that intensity of a comeback from 2-0 down, but 2 goals and 2 assists for Lionel Messi. As much as Ronaldo keeps on doing what he does, Messi is exactly the same. The quality that he shows on a consistent basis is incredible.
Yeah, and a bit like Italy. Looks like Barcelona are going to win the league comfortably in Spain, and one of the candidates for the Champions League. And if you, as John is saying, if you take Ronaldo out of Juve's team, they're not the same force. And likewise with Barcelona, if you take Messi out of the team, they probably wouldn't be as dominant as they are. I bet my life they couldn't be as dominant as they are.
Yeah.
He's an absolutely brilliant player, and I think John and I and Eamon have said it many a time. We're privileged to have 2 of them, not just one, but 2 of them at the very top of the game for the last 10, 12 years. It's been a fantastic watch. I'm in the Messi camp because I find them a bit more likeable, but as the years have gone past, I must admit, I admire Ronaldo much more than I ever used to. I think, as John said, he keeps himself well, he keeps himself fit, he looks after himself. He's brave, as John says, in the air. So the 2 of them have really been a credit to the game, and they've been a fantastic watch over the last 12 years.
There is the potential for Ronaldo versus Messi at some point, because the quarterfinals are drawn tomorrow.